So hey guys, today we are building uh Unchained Altergeist. Two kind of decks that should never be mixed together and never should be able to be. Technically, is what you would be thinking, I suppose. But if we actually look at all of the Altergeist cards and all of the Unchained cards, they're playable together. It is not literally impossible. Although it's like maybe one might argue like a bit awkward. So let's actually remove this real quick, I think. And then we need to throw in two cards. So we're looking at this. Let's go Promethean Princess. And I think I might need to put this, but that should be fine. Because actually, you know what? We can run this technically, yeah. Then we need Emblem Whale, I think. No wait, we don't run this. We run probably Sprite Elf instead. Sprite Elf should be fine. And the reason we're running Sprite Elf is just because we need another fire monster in case we need to actually link off Promethean Princess, but just for consistency reasons, Hita is better than Sprite Elf if you really think about it, but okay. The line here is pretty complicated, but we'll do a simple breakdown of the list so far. So I've done a little bit of work and all of the locks that we have to worry about. So number one, multi-faker. We can't play multi-faker in this list because if we ever activate multi-faker's effect to special summon like Altergeist, yeah, we are miserable. And the reason is pretty simple. Altergeist locks us. So assuming we go first, we set up our Unchained stuff plus Altergeist stuff. We can't ever realistically use multi-faker's effect. It'll just summon itself. That's the most we can do with multi-faker there. So ideally in this build specifically, the ideal situation for multi-faker is if we activate infinite impermanence and then we chain multi-faker and then Sulquatus effect. To bounce, we can use it. You know, we can special summon Sulquatus. Very epic. That's about all we can manage. And this would have to be on turn one, us going second. So not something we're particularly worried about, huh? And of course, like if we go first on turn one or turn two, we're going to make like blah, blah, English, Unchained Soul of Rage. And if we make Unchained Soul of Rage, we want to actually link off something our opponent controls, and Unchained Soul of Rage will not summon an Altergeist card. So if we do that, we can't use Multi-Faker's effect. So there you go. And after looking through, this should be able to work in theory. So we're looking at mostly 3-card combos, and we should be able to combo. We're just looking for enough Altergeist cards and enough Unchained cards. So here we have Sharvara, then we have Meluseek, Bukri, and Vigiler. So is this enough? Feels like we're a bit off. So the primary issue we have here. Let's see. So with just the Sharvara, can we actually combo? I think what we want to see is like one Meluseek and then like 2 Unchained cards. So that's around the ratio we want to see. And that should be fine, right? So the card that we primarily want to see is probably Sharvara, though. Or a copy of Abomination's Prison. So either way, though, I believe this should work. Or come close to doing what we need it to do. So this is... The more that I look at this, the closer it is to what I want it to be, but this isn't quite there. So I'll go through the line with you guys. So we'll normal summon Meluseek, and then we link it off for Link Rebo. Then we can add Malwisp. So we'll have 2 Altergeist names on the field. Worth mentioning is Altergeist Link monsters can only use Altergeist as material. So even though we have Link Rebo, we can't really do anything with the Link Rebo. Kind of, right? So idea here, we're going to use the effect of Malwisp to special summon back the Meluseek, which searched the Malwisp, so no more search here. And then we can go make Hextia. So here in this case, we can technically make Prime Banshee with the Pukri, but this doesn't quite get us anywhere, and interestingly enough, we can also use Hextia's effect to search now that we sent it to the graveyard, so that's cool. Fiji Alert doesn't really do anything here. Might think of cutting Fiji Alert later, but we'll see. But here, instead of immediately making our copy of Prime Banshee, we're going to make Promethean Princess instead, and Promethean Princess is going to be able to special summon back Hextia. And then after this, we're going to probably go with Promethean Princess and Hextia. We're going to link these guys both off after we like link off Hextia for Promethean Princess with Link Rebo. We're going to summon back Hextia and then use Hextia plus Promethean Princess to make Ambler Whale. And Ambler Whale has actually this lovely effect here that do nothing, so wait, we can't do this with this hand. Yeah, that doesn't work. This card is destroyed. You can target one Link 3 or lower monster in either graveyard, special summon it. This is the effect I wanted to use, but I guess we can't do it here. So instead, we're going to pop Promethean Princess instead. After we summon back Hextia, I believe. That should be the play. And then from here, we can still use our copy of Pukri, I suppose. So let's see. Pukri. Hextia. And then, does this get us anywhere? Not quite. So that doesn't work either. So this hand's a dud. We were one card off of playable, essentially. So Fiji Alert didn't do anything for us. Alright, let's fish for the hand we're looking for. This is the hand we wanted. Okay. So now that we have actually just summoned Chain Backroad, this should just work. So, normal summon Meluseek. Then we can link out for Link Rebo, go through the entire line. Okay, so now we're back at the Hextia part. And we've added Malwisp, right? So, Hextia here. And then we can Promethean Princess. And we're going to add someone that can build us enough material, probably, right? We want enough material for this. So what can we do here? We grab Pukri. Is that enough? No. Pukri, make Prime Banshee. That's not enough, right? Unless we go into Ambler Whale, which we can now do. Okay, so we'll go through the full line, go Ambler Whale, and now we'll probably, I guess, set Vulnerable Chamber of the Unchained, and we'll pop that with Sharvara. And we'll be careful about specifically these three cards, because these are the cards that Fiend block us. So we're going to have to make sure we can finish our Altergeist Blaze before we commit to these guys, but as long as we are able to do so, it should not be problematic. So on our field currently is Ambler Whale, so alright. What effect blocks exactly? Does this one block us? Actually, Sarama seems not to lock us, right? Yes. So it's just Rakea and Aruha. Okay. So, is there a way for us to summon maybe Sarama? We would need to put one of these guys on the field somehow if we want to. Actually, could we do that? Maybe. Target one card you control cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except Fiend monsters, so we can't use that to pop Ambler Whale. The thing we probably want to use to pop Ambler Whale is going to be Unchained Soul Lord of Yama. If we can do that, that'll help out significantly, right? So in this case, we probably do want to add like a copy of Pukri so that we can link off maybe Hextia? Is it Hextia? No. Banshee? To add? No, I don't think that works either. Is there any way to get 4 bodies on field for Adminia? Yeah, I'm having doubts now, but let's see what we can do with Unchained cards here. Oh wait, I see. The line isn't being done correctly. That's the issue. So we have to, before we actually commit to the Altergeist stuff, we have to do the Unchained stuff first. That was the issue. Okay, so what can we do with the Unchained stuff actually then? And actually, now that I think about it, we don't link off for Link Revo here at all. That is a mistake. So instead, what we're looking to do is normal summon Meluseek, and then we'll link it off for something else, right? Probably link it off for maybe an Unchained Soul of Rage. They'll be fine for later, and we can actually special summon this back, probably, if we can trigger Unchained Soul Lord of Yama. So the trigger for this is if a card you control is destroyed by battle or card effect. Then we can special summon a Fiend and then destroy one card we control. And the card we want to destroy here is going to be, without a doubt, Whale. Okay. So the math on this is pretty hard to imagine, but I think with these 3 cards, it's probably enough. Or like these 3, that it should be maybe workable. So let's see, normal summon Meluseek, Unchained, Soul of Sharvara, popping Abominable, Chamber of the Unchained. And then this will special summon a guy, actually. So we have Abomination's Prison, so that helps, but it's fine. This doesn't quite work, does it? If we special summon Sarama, we can set back all Chamber of the Unchained. But that doesn't get us anywhere, so is there a link 2 we can make? Yeah, there is. Unchained Soul of Rage. So we can do that. So if we link off these 2 for Unchained Soul of Rage, we can then do effect of Meluseek to grab Malwisp, special summon Malwisp, special summoning back Meluseek, and then we have Extia. Okay, and we also still have Sarama, and then we will have another Unchained back row of some sort. So then in this case, where does this work from? This card is in your graveyard, you attack one Fiend monster, or one face down card you control, destroy it, and if you special summon this card, but place it on the bottom of the deck when it leaves the field. So is the play to actually grab Shayama instead of Sarama, and then we can grab Sarama later. I think so. Maybe. It should work, I think. So idea here, we have Sharvara, and then we make Unchained Soul of Rage. Then we can set a card, right? Do we? But wait, can we pop like that? No. Wait, yes, because we would have... Because when we trigger Sharvara, actually, no, I'm dumb. So when we have Sharvara, and then Shayama on field, we can then link off, actually not into Unchained Soul of Rage, but actually into Yama. Then Yama can add us Unchained Monster from our deck or graveyard to the hand, in which case we don't want Shayama. We'll probably just take Aruha for later, probably. Makes sense. So we'll grab Aruha, I guess. And then we have Chain Soul Lord of Yama. We made that with this. And this targets what? Fiend monster or a face down. Should be fine to proc the Yama later. And then we can set another Unchained card with Sharvara. Or we set, yeah, another, I guess. So in this case, I guess we'll set like Escape. And then we activate the effect, I guess, of this in the graveyard. And then we're looking at Yama on field with Meluseek and Malwisp with our back row. In this case, will be Escape. We have yet to use Abomination's Prison, I guess, is kind of worth mentioning, maybe, but whatever. So after this, we can do some link summoning, right? So Hextia, definitely want to do Hextia, I guess, always. And then we can actually link off the Yama. I think it's safe to do so, and we can Shayama up in the graveyard, the other thing, whenever we need, and that'll give us 2 Fiend bodies later. So that should help. So here we can then climb into Ambla Whale, and then that'll allow us to trigger Hextia. So what is Hextia supposed to add for us here? So we've already done Malwisp, so it's just probably Pukri, right? But if we just do Pukri, that's not enough. We still need like one more monster. Like one more Altergeist monster to get into Adminia. So the primary issue is not the Unchained cards, it's the Altergeist cards and how we can try to get into Adminia. Yeah. Okay. So there's no way to just straight up Monster Reborn one of our Altergeist cards, I guess, right? Well, we can actually bring back the Hextia. So that helps a little bit, but we're not quite there. If there was something we could do to make this work, that'd be amazing. No way to special summon like Kukri or Meliseek from the graveyard again. So right now we're looking at just Banshee, but Banshee can also add back one of our Altergeist back from the graveyard. But this doesn't allow us to do anything, right? Yeah, I don't think so. So this seems to be the primary issue. Prime Banshee just isn't enough to get us where we need to go, I don't think. If we actually, well, if we had Pukri actually though, and let's see, Kukri. If we had 2 Hextias, this works. Because if we could somehow retain like a Hextia on field and make Promethean Princess with something else, this opens a new line. So what about this idea instead? If we have specifically, well actually wait, Promethean Princess is a fire. Hextia is also a fire, so wait, do we actually have to link off Hextia here? Could we just bring back Sharvara instead? This is just any effect monsters actually, but we do want to trigger Hextia at least once, and then we just don't link off Hextia? Wait, no, wait, we do link off Hextia, and then we summon it back with Promethean Princess, and then we link off Promethean Princess plus something else into Ambla Whale. And if we do this, we should be able to have added Kukri to our hand, and then we can link off the Hextia, or literally anything else. So we can go Prime Banshee, for example, and then we trigger Ambla Whale. That's how this should be played. Is this doable with this hand? I think maybe, actually. We're either able to do it, well, I think since we have 4 cards, we can do it here. If we had 3, I'm not 100% certain, but we can do Ambla Whale effect. We're going to destroy Ambla Whale. Just, well, we can do this with the Yama. And when we do, we'll be able to summon back Hextia. And then we can do simply like Hextia plus Banshee to make Adminia. So it is possible. It's just really hard to visualize. And then if a link 3 or lower monster on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, we'll have this lined up. We'll have a card on the field non-targeting effect from the Ambla Whale later, which is also interesting because we're playing Unchained, right? So if we, for example, end with Escape of the Unchained, we can just pop using that effect, and then we'll get the non-targeting pop with Ambla Whale after we use Escape, right? Because we're probably going to pop like maybe Unchained Soul of Rage or something. And in this case, I'm not sure what we should cut. Maybe it's access code for Unchained Abomination, and then instead we need a copy of like uh, the Unchained Link 3 actually, because I believe Escape needs to pop specifically on Unchained. Yeah, so we might need that just to have a better target for Chain Soul of Rage. So let's see. We can trigger Ambluale later, I guess, in this case, but it's just a matter of how many bodies we have. So we have Chain Soul Lord of Yama, which we'll definitely need to summon, right? So we have this, and then we have these two, Hextia. Then we'll need to make Promethean Princess. So we're actually one body short of what we need for Promethean Princess. And we cannot use Shayama here. So was the play to actually summon Surama? What could we have popped with Surama, actually? Was there something? We already popped this. Oh, so we just do Surama, okay. So the idea instead is to summon Surama off of Unchained Soul of Sharvara's pop effect. When we pop this Abominable Chamber of the Unchained, we're going to reset this, and then we're going to, with the Surama, and then we're going to actually pop our freshly set Escape of the Unchained, which is unfortunate, I guess, if we were to try to do this as 3 card. This should give us 3 Unchained monsters on the field, right? So we'll have Sharvara, Surama, and then we will also have our copy of Shayama. And then Shayama can pop... what do we pop here? It doesn't actually matter, right? The card we reset, I guess. So we don't get to actually activate Escape of the Unchained or Abominable if it's 3 card. If it's 4 card, I guess we would be able to. So that's what it was. Okay, I get it. But in this hand in particular, I guess we could just set Abomination's Prison to keep our copy of Escape, I guess. We could do it that way. So Surama is going to pop Escape in this case, I guess, and this is going to search us a copy of Shayama, and then we can link off Shayama with our copy of Sharvara in order to make our copy of Unchained Soul Lord of Yama. And then on our field we will have Malwisp, Melusik, and then we will also have well, actually no, we didn't link off Melusik yet. Oh, okay. Now that I think about it, that is something that I didn't account for. That is maybe somewhat the problem, but okay. So here we will have later always Melusik, and okay. So we could technically link off our Link Rebo here, the Melusik, and that would be not that problematic because we can still use like Link Rebo to make Promethean Princess, and then Ambluale, we can just use the Surama, and that would be okay to make the Ambluale with, and then we can Shayama effect to pop like our back row here. Wait a second. Oh, I'm so dumb. I forgot. We also have the Monster Reborn effect of Yama, so we're better than I thought, actually. I just didn't consider this a while ago. So, oh, this doesn't even lock us, so we can actually grab Surama even later. Oh. Damn, I'm dumb. But okay. It shouldn't matter too much how we do this, right? If we put Shayama in the graveyard earlier, then after we summon Hextia, we can just do like Promethean Princess probably, I guess. And then Ambluale, relink Hextia, probably. Link off and then special summon back Hextia. And then we can still keep our Yama actually. But what do we turn our Yama into here? I guess we can make Yama into Unchained Soul of Rage. I guess, but that's fine. Or we can even make it into the Ambler Whale, and then we're going to summon an Unchained back later. In which case, we can probably use them to make Unchained Soul of Rage. Oh, okay. So, I believe it is definitely possible to end on Ecminia, plus at least Unchained Soul of Rage here with this hand, like with these 3 cards. I don't know how much you can do with 4 cards, actually. So, it's been really confusing to analyze and break this down, I guess, but should be doable. And we're missing a few cards, I guess, so we could technically test this, but we'll save that for another day. So if you guys saw something I didn't, feel free to leave it in the comments below, and I'll probably readjust this list uh, before we actually get to testing it. Because I don't really want to waste my very few points, as you can see that I have up here. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today, and if you guys saw something I missed, yeah, feel free to leave it in comments below, and yeah, I'll try to adapt it if I did miss something. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.